Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Fola Apparel. Today I'm going to show you how to make boning channel for corset eyelet. So you are going to be needing your boning. You are going to be needing a flap measuring 4 inches by the length of the back of your top. You will add extra 1 inch for the folding up and down, and also you will put interface on it. Here I use a cotton stay. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start sewing my sewable bones on the blouse, and don't forget to always iron them before you fix them. So you are going to sew the first bone very close to the opening of your blouse, just the way you see me doing. The bones is measuring 0.5 inches. So you are going to be sewing the tip of the bones to avoid your thread cutting. This is what I mean, you can see. So now you are going to sew the second side of the bones as well, just the way you see me doing. Now you are going to sew the second boning very close to the first one. Don't let it overlap, but make it very close. You are going to sew both the right and the left side. Some people call it bones, some people call it boning. Which other way? You should understand what I'm saying. You are going to fix a third boning as well. This is a clearer view of how you sew it. You can see the part that I'm sewing on the boning. So you're going to repeat the same process on the second opening of your blouse. You understand what I mean? So now for your boning channel to have structure, you are going to be using a plastic boning. The plastic boning that you will use must be smaller than the sewable boning that you already fixed. So here I'm using 0.25 of the plastic bone, while my sewable bone is 0.5 inches. I hope you understand. So I'm going to insert the plastic bone into the first and the third sewable boning that I already fixed. So the middle part will be for the eyelet. The middle does not need a plastic boning, just the first and the third boning. So like I told you before fixing your boning, please always iron it. It's for you to have a good result. So you are going to measure what you have on the sewable bone on your blouse that you already fixed. You are going to measure it and remove like ½ inch. So that's the measurement you use for the plastic bone. I hope you understand. So after that, this is what I have after ironing it. Then I'm going to fix it into the plastic bone. So here I'm just trying to get a smooth edge on the plastic bone, so it will be more easier for me to pass it into the sewable bone. So here I've passed the first plastic bone. I'm going to pass the second plastic bone on the third sewable bone. I hope you understand. The middle won't have a plastic bone because that will be for the eyelet, and it does not have to be too strong. You are going to repeat the same process on the second part as well. So after you are done inserting your plastic bones, you are going to flip your fabric, your blouse. You are going to flip it to the wrong side. Then the strap that you have, you are going to sew it very close to the third bone that you have. You are not sewing on the boning, but you are sewing very close to the boning. I hope you understand. So now this is what you have after sewing it, you can see. Then you are going to flip it just the way you see me doing and sew it very close to the third boning as well. And this is the result. So the next thing you are going to do now is to run a stitch in between the bonings. So this is what we have. So the points there are for the eyelet, and I use 1.5 inches for the spacing. Now for the eyelet, I'm going to be using my soldering iron to create the hole, just the way you see me doing. So after that, I'm going to be using my grommet machine to clip it very well. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share. Feel free to ask questions. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to ask me. And this is what we have. Thanks so much for being here. See you guys some other times. Bye.